Ladies and gentlemen, testing. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Andrew J. White Senior Stadium right here on the beautiful campus of Petersburg High School. And today we want to honor our senior cheerleaders and football players. Could you please direct your attention to midfield? We will start with our varsity cheerleaders. First, Tamari Jones Allen. Tamari is being escorted by her parents, Natasha and Jason Jones. She has been a part of the cheerleading family here at PHS her entire high school tenure. She has actively served as captain and co-captain during this time. She is a proud member of the Athletic Leadership Program, Project Knowledge, and the Honor Society. Upon graduating, Tamari plans to attend Fayetteville State University in North Carolina. Let's give it up for Tamari. Next we have Shakirian Lawrence. She's being escorted by her father, Sharky Lawrence, and cousin Treasure Lawrence. She's new to Petersburg, but not new to cheering. Shakirian previously cheered with the Ray Brooks High School in Mississippi. Her first high school plans on attending college and majoring in business. She has a passion for at-risk youth and would like to start a foundation that will allow activities to keep our youth busy and off the streets. Let's give it up for Shakirian Lawrence. And now for our varsity football team. First up, number 77, Kevin Alvarenga, Thailand. He's an offensive and defensive lineman. He's being escorted by his mother, Marcelo Thailand, and brother Danny Thailand. He has played varsity football for 3 years. Most memorable time with the football team was recovering a fumble. After high school, Kevin plans to attend Norfolk State University and major in mathematics. Let's give it up for Kevin. Number 7, Davon Green. He plays defensive back and receiver. He's being escorted by Yolanda Green and Todd Bug. He has been with the football team for 3 years. He's also a member of the track team. His most memorable play was when he caught his first pass with the varsity team. He's undecided as to which college he wants to attend, but plans on majoring in nursing. Let's give it up for Davon. Next up, number 23, Raheem Lewis. He plays running back and is also a linebacker. He's being escorted by Latanya Hobson and Jadavius Holmes. He has played varsity football for 3 years. He has also been a member of the JV basketball team and baseball teams. His most memorable moment was when Coach Scott started breakdancing after a win in the middle of the field. He plans on attending Showtime Prep Academy and major in sports medicine. Let's give it up for Raheem. Next we have number 12, Mosiah Scott. He is the quarterback and he also plays defensive back. He is being escorted by his mother, Jamelia Scott, and father, Coach Michael Scott. He is a 4-year letterman with the varsity football team, and he has played basketball and has participated in track and field as well. His most memorable moment was celebrating in the locker room after defeating Prince George on their homecoming. He has been involved in the National Honor Society, Athletic Leadership Council, and student leaders. After graduating from Petersburg High School and Richard Bland College, he will attend Western Carolina and major in business administration. Let's give it up for number 12, Mosiah Scott. And last but not least, number 10, Kaywan Williams. He is a defensive back and wide receiver. He's being escorted by his parents, Toshiba Graham and Antoine Williams. He has been a member of the varsity team for 2 years. He also has participated with the track and team. Most memorable play was catching a 40-yard pass and almost scoring a touchdown. He is also a member of the Key Club. He plans on attending Concord University and majoring in engineering. Let's give it up for number 10, Kaywan Williams. Let's give it up one more time for our senior cheerleaders and our senior football players. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor America. Gentlemen, please take off your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Today's officials are Ken Payne, referee, Jenny Drayton, umpire, Will Abrams, lineman, Michael Rivers, line judge, Tim Byers, back judge, Timothy Kay, field judge. Side judge is Terrence Geron, and ECO is Clarence Alexander.
We are here in Petersburg, Virginia for week 5 of high school football. We've got the Prince George Royals taking on the Petersburg Crimson Wave. How you doing today, Jesse?
Not too bad today, sir. How are you?
Not too bad. We've got the games about to kick off, and you could not ask for a more beautiful day.
Wait a second. Hold on.
You know, when they talked about changing the season from the fall to the spring, we were all a little skeptical about it, but I mean, you wouldn't have days like this in December.
Oh, what a beautiful day. Ooh.
Prince George kicks off to Petersburg, and off the jump, he's going to get a big run
he beats
all
his man
the way.
right here. That's a touchdown.
Wow.
Touchdown.
So we're going to start off with a touchdown by Petersburg. If you saw the first guy that was supposed to get that ball, it went straight through his hands,
Yes.
and he was able to scoop that up and run. Wow, I do not think Prince George was anticipating a play like that to start the game.
That was a great fielding by Zamir White Muhammad. Fantastic number 4 for Petersburg there. I mean, what a way to start off a game.
No, I mean, especially when their offense, other than last week, hasn't had a whole lot of life. You know, I mean, up until I think they had 18 points scored until last week, and then last week they were able to go on to Meadowbrook and put up 39-0, put up some pretty good points. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think Prince George was expecting that. So we are 14 seconds into this game, and Petersburg is on the board first. What a way to start.
Real quick to go ahead and put up 6 points here.
Oh, no, that's the Samsung. They ain't the regular Android.
You need that, you know, coming off of a win. And you know, we talk about it all the time. Football is such a game of momentum. And for them to have started off slow this season, catch a win last week, and then Prince George came out really hot, but then they lost last week.
Yeah, they lost to Dale.
So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
We're now a PAT away from it being 7-0 Petersburg. Well, they ain't kicking it? No kicking.
Looks like they are going to go for 2. So 11:46 on the clock. Petersburg's going to take another second to discuss what they want to do.
Make sure you follow us
Interesting
on Twitter, PHS,
plan. You know, you run it down and you score first. You score again in 14 seconds. But then to immediately go for 2? Interesting. It makes you, you know, was that a part of the game plan, or did they just not like the kick?
They haven't kicked all season.
Little toss to the right, and he is going to get taken down, so that is going to be no good.
Lewis. 2-point conversion is no good.
So that'll give Prince George a shot to fire right back. Let's see.
With 11 minutes and 46 seconds
Some
left
kind of
in
energy
the
they
first
brought
quarter.
here today.
Your Crimson Wave
You
start
hope they
first,
brought a little more energy
6-0
than they brought last
over the
week.
Royals.
Again, you know, they've started off the season really, really hot, and then when we were watching the game last week, they didn't have the life that they've had in their past couple of games. I don't know if that was just from going down early, but at the same time, they've gone down early every game they've played this year. So it's interesting. They just didn't
Except
bring
for
the
Colonial
life.
Heights, they handled their business against Colonial Heights. But other than that, they've always been down and worked their way out. But it's like they just couldn't find that spark that they found it real early in the third quarter against Dale. But other than that, they had nothing else going for them.
What I noticed is that they just didn't pass like they had been. When they played Dinwiddie and they played Matulloch and they played Colonial Heights, they had a really good passing game in that second half. And it's like that passing game never caught up with itself last game against Dale. So they are going to kick off to Prince George and another little muffed kick.
12, 8 the tackler.
He is going to get taken down about where he got the ball at the 16-yard line.
He's tackled by number 8, Julius Turner.
Perfect spot for this thing.
Okay, with the 20, okay. Last week we had no yard mark.
Royals are going to take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Quarterback.
Yeah, I was mistaken. They're starting on the 20, not the 16.
3.
So you got Tahir Johnson with Curtis Allen in the backfield. Hand to Allen right up the middle, and he's going to take it to about the 25-yard line.
I think that was Davis Lee that took the
Number
carry.
13,
was
Davis
it?
Lee on the carry.
You are correct,
He's
sir.
tackled by number 44, Jamar Hodges.
I saw Allen out there somewhere, but I like that they've got that system. You know, that's something that Prince George has done pretty well of having that dual running back.
That was the life they had against Dale, but they just didn't stick with it enough. I mean, Curtis Allen is a very strong runner, and then you got Devontae Davis-Lee that can.
We have a pre-snap penalty.
There is a false start on Prince George. So that's going to back him up 5.
False start, 5-yard penalty.
That's going to take them about where they started. They're going to start on the 21.
2nd and 9 for the Royals.
Not how you wanted to start this one for the Royals.
Not after Petersburg just ran and made a house call off the kickoff. You want to get something going early. So it's 2nd and 9 on the 21. Give to Allen to the right side, and he's going to pick up the first down and more. He's going to take it to about the 41, 20-yard gain.
He's tackled by number 23.
Past 2 seasons, he has proven to be the bell cow of this offense.
For sure.
They will continuously just give him the ball, and he always somehow finds a way to come up and moving the chains.
Sure, I do think that's a name that we're going to say a lot today.
Oh, yes.
They're going to take over first.
Between him and Davis-Lee, I do feel like they're going to control most of this clock today.
So Prince George is going to start on the 41. 1st and 10. Another give to Allen.
Nope. Or is it?
To the right side. It looks like they got a little confused on what. I don't know if they thought that he went down.
Out of bounds?
Whistle was blown prior to the play.
Whistle was blown, so the play is blown dead, but I'm curious on what that blown was.
It looks like it's on PG. He got 75 here, throwing his hands up. So I'm just peeking over there.
Looks like they're having some discussions on what happened there because I think there was just a little confusion. Allen ran it, was like he was good, like he was ready to make the play. Defense kind of gave up. I guess they heard the whistle.
What he said?
They want to give a shout out to Petersburg for allowing us to be in the box today. There's been a lot of up in the air on if we were going to be here today or not, but we give a lot of thank you to Petersburg for letting us be here.
What did he call? They ain't moved the ball.
I still think there's a lot of confusion going on out there.
Yeah,
like they called the play dead, but it's still a 1st and 10. They didn't move the ball. I think it was just a bad whistle.
Was the ball not set or something? I mean, who knows? Wow.
So you've got Prince George going to give this another shot. He's going to give it
13.
back
Devontae Davis-Lee making
to
some
Devontae
moves.
Davis, and he takes it all the way up to the 44-yard line.
Davis-Lee on the carry. He's tackled by number 6, Clarence Claiborne.
I'm telling you, I'm liking watching Davis-Lee run. I mean, this season they've slowly incorporated him more and more into their scheme. And he has proved, I mean, last week against Dale, he was cutting them up. I mean,
yeah.
He got a dead ball, personal foul against the Crimson Wave. That is a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, he carried the ball 4 times last week, had 36 yards. Ran his top was a 21-yarder, which he almost carried that right there. Yeah, he's just one of these kids that is gradually gotten better, throughout the progression of the season.
He's extremely athletic, whereas Curtis Allen is a real strong downhill runner.
For sure.
Davis-Lee, he one-on-one situations, he's very hard to get on the ground.
Again,
Clarence
is there
Claiborne coming off to the sidelines?
more confusion here? How did we get up to the 30? I missed that.
Personal foul.
It was a personal foul
Petersburg.
on Petersburg? Okay. So that's going to be 1st and 10 on the 30. 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go of this first quarter. And that's going to be a give to Lee again, and he's going to take it up to what looks to be about the 12-yard line.
He's fantastic. He's got that explosive speed to where he can catch corners like that. Like I'm saying, he's going to be a great future. I mean, he's only a
junior
this year, so he's still got his senior season to play.
There is a flag on the play, so let's see.
Holding on the offense.
Holding on the offense. So
holding against the Royals.
That's something that has hurt the Royals a lot this season is putting themselves into good positions to move the ball, but just to get it taken right back away from them again.
Be first and about 13 from the 31-yard line.
Prince George going to give it a go again. It looks like Allen in the backfield.
Chris Allen in motion.
Number 1.
Curtis to the right side again with a good block by his guy. He's going to take it up to about where they should have been the last time, up to the 12-yard again.
Jaden Banks with the beautiful block to set up that down the field. Like I said, Allen is just one of those real strong runners.
But that's something that we don't talk about enough. You've got people like Curtis Allen who make the plays, but you miss the Jaden Bankses
and the Chris Allens.
Right, the guys who are making these plays happen.
Because look, there goes Chris Allen once again in motion. And he's going to
run to that right side again.
And I think he got the edge.
Curtis Allen, the ball carrier.
And he's going to take it.
Play results in a touchdown for the Royals.
I never saw an official wave it, but it looks like they're going to give him the touchdown. That's going to be a 6-6 game.
These officials
so far.
today don't seem very enthusiastic at all about this game today.
They're like, it's a Saturday, man. We want to trying to go fishing. What are we doing out here?
Let's see.
For us, we're trying to play some ball. See, I think that's why they didn't waive it, because I think that's going to be another penalty on Prince George, which is going to back him up a little bit, and I think that's why they never actually signaled the touchdown. But the score is still 6-6, and I mean they're down at the end zone. I don't know.
Whoa.
I don't know what to say right now. Now they're going to say that he got it up to the 2-yard line. But the score is still saying 6-6.
Come on, y'all. You signaled a touchdown.
They're going to be on the kickoff. It's an unsportsmanlike on Prince George.
So it looks like an unsportsmanlike on Prince George, which will be on the kickoff.
On the kickoff.
So they're going to go for 2 here and try to make this a 2-point game.
13,
Give it to Lee Davis, but he is kind of trips over his own feet. He was not able to get in for the 2 points.
But him and Tahir lost their feet. You wonder if they got a little crossed up or something like that. But PG isn't that bad with their field goal attempts. Why wouldn't you try to just go ahead and take that 1-point lead?
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
With 8 minutes,
well, because then it's almost like you've got to go for 2 again just to get back up what you should have already had. Interesting play calling so far, and interesting officiating so far. Like you said, there just doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of life out of them. There was no signal for the touchdown.
They've had multiple confusions when they were down here at the 40 8 plays ago or whatever it was. I mean, they didn't. It looked like they had no idea what they wanted to call, so they just kind of waved it off in 1st and 10 once again.
They're like, all right, sorry, dead ball. Interesting. So we've got Prince George going to kick off. The score is 6-6. 8 minutes and 44 seconds to go of the first quarter.
Santino Freeman set to kick off.
I don't think Prince George passed it one time on that, did they?
They did not. That was...
Here's where they're going to back it up for that unsportsmanlike.
Is that number 1 back deep?
Yeah, I think they gave it to Allen twice and gave it to Lee Davis 5 times, somewhere around there.
back deep.
Heavily run play.
I keep calling him Lee Davis. I'm mistaken.
Davis Lee.
Davis Lee. I'm sorry, friends and family listening. Davis Lee, not Lee Davis. Kick off out of bounds, so that's going to be a flag, which is going to put Prince George in good field position.
Petersburg in fantastic field
Petersburg.
position.
That's a legal procedure. Is that 40 or 45? Oh, we have 50. Oh, 15 yards. Was it 15?
Get a 50-yard line because he kicked it from the 25.
So they're going to be starting at midfield. Fantastic field position for Petersburg's first offensive drive.
First and 10 from the 50-yard line.
I'm excited to see for the first time what their offense can do. Again, they got points on the board, and they haven't even had to touch the field yet. So,
other than their attempted 2-point conversion, but that doesn't. I won't count that.
right. High snap and a good pass to the middle field.
Great play.
And he's fighting to stay
Donnell
up, takes it up to the 30-yard line.
Donnell Batts.
Great little play fake there.
Yeah, I thought he was handing it off. I mean, especially after a high snap.
And Donnell Batts wide open in the middle of the field.
I saw during practice they were passing a lot. It looks like that's kind of their game plan. Where Prince George is a primarily running team, looks like they're going to be passing the ball quite a bit today.
Gonna do it
Another
again.
fake, and he's going to pass it right up to number
It's
2.
the exact same play. They just flip sides with Donnell Batts there. So far, all of this has been Donnell Batts.
He's going to get another first down. He's going to get 13 yards.
Look, they got him on the left side now, back to where they were the first time. He just switches slot. That's all he does. Well, so far, he's all he's done so far, but very successful with it.
It's good play calling because it opens that defense up. It forces them to come back, which allows for you to be able to run.
Well, we've said it a few times that Prince George plays a little press.
Dumps it
Wow.
way into the end zone, and that is a score for Petersburg.
Zahir White Muhammad.
Who was it?
Zahir White Muhammad with that fantastic catch.
Petersburg has come to play today.
Wow, 3 pass plays, and it's 12-6. 3 pass plays and a kickoff.
Wow. Petersburg is playing on all fronts so far. I mean, so far they've gotten a score on offense and a score on special teams.
Looks like senior day has fueled them a little bit.
For sure. Let's see what they do on this 2-point conversion.
I'm coach. I'm relying on that passing game now.
Heavily. I mean, it's you don't even know if the running game works yet because you haven't had to use it.
You're batting 1,000 with the pass. Got it.
Right there, one-handed
To Donnell
catch.
Batts once again.
Beautiful catch.
3 passes to Donnell Batts. 1 to Zamiri White Muhammad. I hope I'm saying his name right.
7 minutes
Trying
and
my
39
hardest.
seconds left.
Wow.
But wow,
The
4
first
passes and a
quarter.
kickoff, and the score is now going to be 14-6.
If you look at Prince George over there, they're all kind of looking at themselves like, what's happening?
Zamari, thank you, man.
So that is going to be 14-6 with 7 minutes and 39 seconds to go of this first quarter.
This is the craziest game we've seen all season.
For sure,
so far.
20 points in the first 3 minutes. You can't beat that.
Prince George looking a touch on the sloppy side today. They're killing themselves with their penalties a little bit.
Right. I think that's what's hurting them is those penalties. Because, I mean, Davis Lee has had some good runs. Curtis Allen had some good runs. Those
Blocking up front
penalties.
is looking good. It's just it doesn't seem like the defense came ready for a 4-pass play drive.
For sure.
Exactly.
Well, we've said it all season. It looks like they all play up too tight. They press real hard
Yes.
on Prince George's defense.
Good kick.
So that is going to be a penalty again for a kickoff.
Kickoff out of bounds. Going to
Should
be a
put him
legal
at the
procedure
25.
against the Crimson Wave. They don't get the ball. 35.
So that's going to be a 1st and 10 on the 35. Prince George with their second, or their offensive second possession.
I don't know, they ain't gonna be down there.
Nah, no time soon.
Everybody like their
You think they go for the pass here?
Oh,
Try to hit them back with what they just did against them?
I was wrong.
Curtis Allen is going to keep the ball and a big run to the right side with a nice stiff arm, staying on his feet all the way up to the 21-yard line, maybe the 20-yard line,
Right at the
25.
25 is what it looks like. What a great way to flip fields real fast.
That's what I'm saying. Prince George is just hurting themselves with the penalties. As far as actual gameplay, they're playing good.
Oh, the offense is almost perfect besides those penalties. I mean, the blocking is looking great other than the couple of holding calls that they've had.
Curtis Allen just stepped off the field, favoring that left ankle a little bit.
I would give it right to Devontae Davis-Lee. I mean, I'm not scared.
If you look at this defense, look how uptight they are. I would pass it. They're sending the house almost. They are going to give it to Davis-Lee, and he stays on his feet up to the 12-yard line.
Davis-Lee, the ball carrier.
Man, you can't ask for better running from this team right now.
Watching Devontae Davis-Lee this season. This has been a great season for him.
It's the same thing that happened that got Allen into that position.
Yep.
He was back up to Sidney Rose. Allen came out there, showed what he was worth, and Davis-Lee is doing the exact same thing right now. They give it to him, to Davis-Lee, and he stays on his feet for a touchdown. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a 14-12 game so far. You'd imagine they're probably going to go for a 2-point conversion to tie it up.
We're just under 6.5 minutes of play in this first quarter.
This is not at all how I anticipated this game starting off.
No, not even halfway through the first quarter. Once again, they're going to go for 2. Once again, seriously, their kicking game hasn't been bad.
Yeah, but at this point, you missed it. Had they had kicked it last time, it would be an easy decision this time.
But your offense has gotten down the field 2 drives in a row and not that many plays. I mean, the penalty drive on the first drive, but...
Had they thrown the ball yet?
No.
Mm-hmm. They're going to give it to Davis-Lee, and he's going to be stopped. He is going to be stopped. Prince George is signaling for that they got it. They're going to give it to him. That is a 14-14 game right now. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Wow. It looked like he was a touch short, but I am not on the field. They have a closer shot than I do.
Much better view of the goal line than we do.
But good job, Davis-Lee.
Like I said, I wouldn't be scared to make him be your impact player.
What a game this is shaping out to be so far.
In all honesty, this is what I thought we were going to have last week.
Me too. I thought that they were going to show up against Dale. I think Dale was still just feeling that little animosity from last season, you know, just losing that last second game winner.
But you look at the season that Prince George has had. Their first 2 games, they crawled out in the fourth quarter comeback, and then they go to manhandle Colonial Heights a little bit, and then they just get annihilated by Dale.
Yeah, manhandled 39-7 last week.
With the onside.
That was a little squid kick. I think they are going to call the play dead.
Penalty marker.
Where's the white hat? Where is he at? What they call?
They're going to call a penalty. Offsides on Petersburg. He rolled his hands like a false start. but said on Petersburg's side.
Offsides is a call against Petersburg.
So that's going to
penalty.
back Petersburg up 5 yards. So they're going to kick off from the 45.
Freeman set to kick off once again.
Interesting decisions on the kicks, because at that last kick I thought it was just a bad kick.
Is this the fourth quarter?
Kickoff is
No, I don't understand what is happening.
This is the first quarter. Why are we onside kicking this ball?
I don't know. I guess just to try to, you need something, but
your team's doing fine.
Right.
Your team is doing fine.
We are live streaming today's game on the Petersburg Athletics YouTube station.
So that is going to give Petersburg the ball on the 43.
Once again,
another pass to the middle side, and he is just short.
That is the first incomplete pass of this game for Petersburg.
Is incomplete. Brings up
what is that,
second
four or five so far?
Out of 5 passes, that's the first one incomplete.
Impressive.
That probably should have been up.
Mm-hmm.
How do you pronounce the quarterback's name?
Messiah.
That is Messiah Scott, the quarterback, going off to the right side for a pass, and he shoots just a little high.
Passes.
Both of those passes were to Donnell Bat so far, so we can easily see who his favorite target is.
Yeah, for sure.
Today, not really.
Oh.
Number 40.
So that is going to be 3rd and 10 on the 43. They passed it 3 times last play, completed it 3 times. They've passed it twice this drive and have missed it twice.
But you don't go away from it.
No.
Like I said, you remind your quarterback
Nice
with a perimeter
screen
play
pass
that
to
he
the
can't
right
complete 'em.
side for a first down and more. Going to take it up to the 39-yard line.
Think about it. They haven't done a perimeter play all these drives so far. So, I mean, that's
Sure.
perfect. You backed up PG great to a screen call right there is almost pretty perfect.
Beautiful. That was
play is good for
Raheem
first down
Lewis.
for the Crimson Wave.
So that's going to take them up to Prince George's 41-yard line. Just under 6 minutes to go this first quarter.
Fresh set of downs for the Crimson Wave.
Thanks for that correction, big dog.
Scott is going to pass it deep again, but he overshot him by a few yards. They did look like they were getting a little physical down the field there.
I also saw a touch of holding, but I'm not going to call it.
Interesting game plans, though. Prince George has not passed it once. Petersburg has not run it once. Both moving the ball, though.
Taking no time off the clock with these passing plays. We're only down to 5:42 in this first quarter.
Scott is going to pass it again, but he's going to take a big
Big
sack.
hit by Chris Allen.
Them Allen brothers love to make sure that they're seen.
Sack was made by number 80, Chris Allen.
What a play.
He's leading blocker for his brother on offense, and he's getting sacks on defense.
Gotta fill out.
So that's going to back them up to the 52-48.
The 52.
Woo, boy. Hadn't done it once this season, and I finally got it. There, knew it was coming. Let's go ahead, everybody watching. Come on. Tell me what you think in the comments. I know. Let me have it. So, the 48, 3rd and 17. There is a flag on the play.
Pre-snap penalty.
False start.
Is that going to back them up to the other 54?
Think so. I think so.
5-yard penalty against the Crimson Wave.
So it takes them back to It looks like the 47.
You got that one right, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. We knew it was going to happen.
I knew it. I was waiting for it. Happened twice last season.
So 3rd and very long for Petersburg. Scott is going to step back. He's going to roll to the left side. Big pass and overshoots him. That's going to bring up 4th down.
K1 Williams. Incomplete brings up 4th down for the Crimson Wave. You got a point there.
Think they're going to punt it or going to go for it?
They're gonna punt it.
I
I would definitely punt it. 4th and 23.
He's gonna punt the ball. I bet $20 he punts the ball.
Kicks it high.
Hit it bounce.
Kind of, I think from that rain, it just hit the ground and
Thudded.
stuck.
On the punt.
Takes it
Royals
to
will
the
take over 1st and
34.
10 from the 35-yard line.
That was a kick for an elevator shaft.
Yeah.
Well, at least you gained about 5, 10, 15, you gained about 20.
That's what you need if you're Prince George. You needed to make a stop.
Yeah.
You know, they've been hot. They've been rolling. Again, had the ball twice now, scored twice. Curtis Allen is back in the backfield again. Guess he just needed a little break off that ankle.
Had an issue with that, I think, what, week 1 or 2?
Yeah, week 1 against Dinwiddie. And he's going to run to the left side. He's going to get about 8 out of it.
Will Jennings with the block for that side.
Number 52, Anthony Jefferson. Picks up
Keandre Ruff was also in there for some blocking.
7 yards on the play.
It's going to be 2nd
Brings
and
up
3.
2nd and 3.
3 minutes and 45 seconds. Clock still ticking of the first quarter. 14-14. Another give to Davis Lee, and a nice spin move. Tries to stiff arm him, takes and goes out of bounds about the 45. Beautiful running.
That was a gain of about 13 there, it looked like.
There is a hold on Prince George, it looks like. Again, poor Davis Lee. He gets these runs, and they just keep getting taken away from him.
That's twice today. That is twice today he's had his runs taken back from him.
Yeah, that's some big size, that's some nice size dudes there. That's a legal block in the back, wasn't it?
No, he had a hold.
It was holding?
So that's going to be a hold on Prince George, which is going to back him up. It's going to make it a 2nd and 11.
So instead of being on the other side of the 50, you are now deep back into your own territory.
Again, that's been the name of Prince George's game.
Take 2 steps forward, take 3 steps back. Surprised to hear hasn't put any air under the ball yet.
Not one time.
And look at
here he goes. Tahir Johnson going to pass it deep. And he stays on his feet. Goes out of bounds.
That's his favorite target, Stephon Hicks.
Man, that's another name that I think if they can start getting a passing game, that's a name you'll hear.
Between him and Lee Peterson, if they can get cranked up in this game today, that'll help Prince George's run game.
You know they're going to pass it at one point. Number 1. Tripped up.
He's going to run to the right side. Looks like he's going to trip.
Tripped up.
He's going to take it about 5 yards.
28. Curtis Allen, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 28, Jonathan Bolden.
Davis Lee going to check back in for Curtis Allen.
Pick up 5. Picks up about 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They like to run to this big side with Davis Lee to give him more room.
Just to make a play. And he's going to run to the short side.
13.
He is going to take it up. Looks 10 yards or so. Take it up to the 13-yard line.
Got to be averaging about 11 yards a carry at this point.
Sure.
Ron Davis, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 18. Trainer. Play results in a first down for the Royals. 1st and 10.
So it's 1st and 10 on the 13. 1:26 to go of the half. Tahir Johnson steps back to pass.
And that
is a catch and a
with
score
Willie
for
Jennings.
Prince George. Nice play, nice catch.
Number 88, Willie Jennings. Play results in a touchdown for the Royals. 13 yards on the pass play.
Willie Jennings stepping up with a touchdown catch to put it at 20-14. Finally down to 1:18 left in this first quarter.
Santino Freeman
Willie
set.
Jennings has had a pretty good
To get the extra
season
point.
so far. He's caught it 5 times for just shy of 100 yards. They're going to kick it this time.
And
And
it's
it
good.
is good.
To make it 21-14.
Extra
Royals on
point
top.
is good.
That's what I was talking about a second ago, where if you're Prince George, you needed that stop because now it gives you the upper hand. Because even if Prince George comes back and scores here, as long as you can match their scores, you're going to get the ball at the second half.
But it goes back to our point of where you didn't need that onside kick. I
Right.
mean, the only thing it did was give you worse field position to start with because they started out so great.
Make sure you follow us on Twitter, PHS Athletics 01, Instagram.
So Prince
Petersburg
George is going to
Athletics.
kick off to
Facebook,
Petersburg again.
Athletics.
This will be
For
their
all
4th
athletic
drive.
schedules,
Petersburg's
please check
4th
out
drive.
PetersburgAthletics.com
Their
and
3rd.
CentralDistrictVA.org. Please support
Yeah, their 3rd
the
drive.
Crimson Wave Athletic Program. Santino Freeman set to kick off.
Once
Another
again,
squid kick. Prince George is able to pick it up back around the 22 and takes it up to the 30.
Davon Green on the
I'm
return.
interested if Petersburg is going to run it at all.
Willie Headley.
You know, are they gonna try that this drive? You know, again, they passed it a few times last time. I think they were successful 1 out of 5.
1st and 10.
Now just keep on throwing it, keep on
putting-
passing it.
Just keep on slinging it.
Be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
1:10 to go of this first quarter. They are going to run to the right side. Nice spin move. Takes it up. Looks about 6 yards.
1-19. Jamonte Chavis, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 19, Willie Headley. Picks up about 6 yards.
Likely last play of this quarter. It's going to be 2nd and 4 on the 36. You're going to run it to that left side. Runs into his own guy, but stays on his feet. Goes out of bounds. Looks around the
Damari White Muhammad, the ball
50-yard
carrier.
line.
That was
And that play
Damari
results
White
in a
Muhammad
first
once again.
down for the
I'm
Crimson
impressed that he was able to stay on his
Wave.
feet as well as he was, because he ran right into his own guy, and it kind of backed him up a little bit. But he stayed on his feet,
At least they
went
keep your
around
blocker
him.
in front of you.
Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 50. I was wrong. Not the last play of the first quarter. Still 32 seconds to go.
This one took 40 minutes. What?
Petersburg give right up the middle for a first down and a little more.
I believe that was Jonathan Bolden.
Oh, there looks like there was a fumble, and Prince George seems to believe that they have it. They're saying he was down, so that's going to give him 14.
That was Jonathan Bolden, who comes in at a towering 5'2".
Wow. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 on the 38. 17 seconds to go on the clock, still ticking.
Well, you asked for the run, Brad, and you've gotten it.
Hey, I've got it every play of this drive. I think they're just going to let it wind down to the end of the first quarter, sorry.
That is the end of the first quarter.
Good game so far, 21-14. Again, I don't think anybody anticipated it starting off this intense.
No, especially not this. I mean, they're just both scoring points. I mean,
what I like is that, Prince George has thrown the ball, twice now? And they seem to have a pretty good passing game going on. Petersburg definitely has a good passing game going on. Both of them are able to run the ball. Both offenses are just playing good.
Yeah.
Defense is able to hold up as much as they can. Both teams are just playing good ball right now.
Shout out to our sponsors once again. Petersburg City Public Schools, Fraternal Order of Eagles, 882. Bon Secours, Chick-fil-A. Colonial Heights.
Again, thank y'all for being here, listening with us. Like, subscribe, Formation Sports, Facebook, YouTube. We will be here for, obviously, Petersburg today. We will be here for Meadowbrook next week. Obviously, we'll see how playoffs shape up. As of right now, Prince George is in the 4th seed out of 4. There's only 4 teams out of the division that'll make the playoffs, and they're number 4 right now. They have to win this one. They have to win Meadowbrook. And they would really need for Highland Springs to beat Verona. That solidifies their playoff spot. So this is a must-win, and Meadowbrook is a must-win for Prince George.
They definitely gonna be Meadowbrook.
Meadowbrook is one of those teams too. You know, I think this is the one that they really hoping for. Petersburg, Messiah Scott is going to keep the ball. Takes it up. Looks like about 4.
Scott, the ball carrier.
That was a heck of a fake.
Picks up about 5. It's going to be
second and 6
on
on the 38. 2nd and 5 now.
33.
33. I'm all over the place, guys. High snap, and he gives to his running back number 28, and he takes it up. Looks about 4 yards.
That was Jonathan Bolden once again.
Jonathan Bolden, the ball carrier. He's knocked out of bounds by number 26, Stephon Hicks. Picks up about 2 yards. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Crimson Wave.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So it's 3rd and 4. Prince George or Petersburg with the ball. Messiah Scott signals his guy to the right side. He gives to his running back, and he goes nowhere. He's going to be taken back behind the line of scrimmage, which is going to bring up a 4th and 6.
Raheem Lewis, the ball carrier. He's met at the line of scrimmage by a host of Royal tacklers.
You're in that weird spot right here that you almost go for it, right? 4th and 6. You've had good passing. I would say just try to hit him in the middle, pick up that first down.
You're in that weird spot to where a field goal is too far.
You don't want to punt it.
Yeah.
Not in the picture.
Ball to go now.
He said too far. It's not remotely a possibility.
Mosiah Scott is going to pass to the middle, right? Like I said, to pick up the first down. He's going to take that up to about the 21-yard line.
To number 4 is Amari White Muhammad, and that play results in a
Zamari
first down
White
for
was the receiver for that play. Good run. He just looks like he had a little slant. Ran up 5 yards, cut into the middle, was able to pick it up right there.
Heck of a throw, yo. On 4th down. That's tough. That's tough. The second coming of Patrick Mahomes. Mosiah Scott, the ball carrier.
He escaped that one.
Yeah, Mosiah Scott is going to keep the ball, runs it up, looks up about a yard.
Maybe what his passing is on fire today.
Yeah. Other than that second drive, he's had
2nd and 8 for the Crimson Wave.
unstoppable almost. I like that he's mobile too. He waits for either a receiver to get open, or he just keeps it and runs it himself.
Mm-hmm.
Scott is going to back up for the pass again. Scramble. Stays on his feet. Gets taken out of bounds.
Mosiah Scott, ball
He's not
carrier
getting a lot of
once
time in
again.
the pocket now. He's trying to keep his feet as settled as he can, but Prince George's rush is coming in a little too hot now.
Yeah. That's going to be a pickup of a 6. It's going to make it 3rd and 2. 9 minutes and 34 seconds to go of this half. Mosiah Scott for the scramble to the left side again.
Got him.
Pass.
What a pass.
Beautiful play to Upton Bailey.
He put that exactly where he had to and on the run too.
For sure. That was the running back running out there to make that catch. So that is going to bring up 20-21. PG on top. Let's see what Petersburg decides to do here.
It's a sneak all day.
They're going to go for the 2 again to try to take the lead.
No, that
He didn't score. That's 1st and goal.
Oh, did they not? I was mistaken. 1st and goal.
He told him he was coming grass, took him short.
Should have been. Yep, they know it's a sneak.
Mosiah Scott is going to go in for the sneak.
He signaled?
And that is a score. Now they score.
Crimson Wave. Mosiah Scott on the quarterback keeper.
So Mosiah Scott keeps the ball, runs it in for a score, 20-21.
Good job. What?
That's one of the funniest plays in football.
But they knew he was about to do it too. They bunched up right in front of the center. And he still got it.
They're going to run to that left side. And he is not going to get it. They go for the lead. And they end up 1 point shy. So that's going to be 21-20. Prince George on top. 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go of the half.
With 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second quarter, we have a score of 21-20. Win, lose, or draw. This is a good showing right here. It's a good showing.
This is definitely 2 teams that are looking like they want this win today.
Oh, yeah. Petersburg wants it for their senior day. Prince George wants it for her playoff hopes.
Last drive, we saw Prince George kind of getting that passing game in there a little bit. I wonder if they go back to that. Do they
You
keep-
hope, because Tahir can can get you some plays.
Yeah, he can throw the ball, and then you've got some receivers that'll make some plays. Petersburg does kick off to Prince George, and he stays on his feet.
88 tackle
That's gonna be it.
Up to looks to be the
James on
48.
Return. He's tackled by number 8, Julius Turner.
They're actually gonna say 49. Now he's gonna back up a little more. 47.
He's
Make up your
somewhere in
mind.
there.
Yeah, I don't know. He's like, we're up here. No, I'm gonna take a little step back.
Yeah, it looks to be about the 46, 47.
First and 10 for the Royals from the 46-yard line.
Tahir's going to give it to Curtis Allen, and he's going to run it up and gain, looks about 9 yards.
He's been under center a lot more this game than he has the rest of this season.
Yeah. I mean, you saw earlier they had a couple high snaps. I think they're just trying to get the snap under control.
They have had an issue with that snap all season.
44, 43, I'm going to 43.
So it's going to be first and 10 on the 43, 8 minutes and 15 seconds of the half. Prince George with the ball.
Oh, get that.
Fumbled snap.
Ooh, fumble
Tahir picks
snap.
it
That's
up.
what we were talking about. Tahir stays on his feet, run to that right side, passes
gets
it
rid
up,
of it.
out of bounds. Yeah.
Pass is incomplete. Brings up second and 10 for the Royals. All right. It's third down, right? Second.
So it's going to bring up second and 10 on the 43. Tahir Johnson to a give to Davis Lee. He stays on his feet to that left side. Takes it up.
Davis Lee once again.
Good run.
Number 13, Davis Lee, the ball carrier. He's tackled by number 44, Jamal Hodges. That play results in a first down for the Royals.
So that's going to move the chains, take them up to, let's see where they spot him. About the 17.
First and 10 from the 17-yard line.
Another run by Davis Lee. He's going to go, met right at the line of scrimmage, but able to muscle out two, I think. It's going to bring up a second and 8.
13, Davis Lee, the ball carrier.
Davis Lee checks out
Tackled by
for
number
Allen to
54,
check
Eric
in.
Dabney.
Again, they're doing that back and forth, and I think it's working. It's keeping both of those guys fresh. Both of them are able to pick up big yards when they're on the
Picks
field.
up about
I like that
3,
they've
second
learned
and
that.
7.
Yeah. So it's going to be a second and 7 on the 14. They're going to give to Allen. He's going to take it straight up the middle to
They're trying to
pick
strip
up
it.
2 out of it, maybe
Davis
3.
Lee, the ball carrier. Tackle again is made by number 54, Eric Dabney. Picks up about
So it's going to be
5.
third and
Third
3.
Let's call it 2.
The board says right to second, 3rd and 3. Now they're saying 3rd and 2. 6 minutes and 22 seconds. Clock still ticking of this half. And motion to that.
Allen in motion once again. Chris Allen.
It is going to be a false start on Prince George. So that's going to back him up 5. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Jacob Hill checks out.
Again, they get in good positions. Back themselves up. We've got Allen in the backfield.
Allen in motion also.
And they're going to give it to him, and he's going to run to that right side, and he's going to get in for a score. Curtis Allen with the score. That's going to bring this up to a 27-20 game. Like you were saying, I mean, you get both guys are fresh. They're able to breathe for a second, knowing the other one's going to pick up the slack. And
they're just a great 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. It looks like they've got Davis Lee is the one who moves them down the field, where Allen is the one that muscles them in for the actual score.
Well, they like to bring Allen in on 3rd down situations.
Yeah, because we'll pick up a couple. He's strong enough to get you where you need to be. The kick is good, so that's going to be a 28-20 game. 5 minutes and 41 seconds to go of this half.
With 5 minutes and 41 seconds left.
I think you see Petersburg right here try to strike back fast.
They're going to go back to their pass game over here probably.
That Prince George sideline over there is excited to see their guys moving the ball. Prince George is going to kick off to Petersburg again to give Petersburg the ball. They're only 8 points down, so far. They've gone for 2 every drive. So
what I hear, they never kick field goals. So this is definitely a 1-possession game.
Whoa.
Raheem Lewis on the return.
Number 28 for Petersburg. Yeah, Petersburg and number 6 for Prince George. We're getting physical over here after the play.
Crimson Wave going to take over 1st and 10.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line. Looks like Prince George took a timeout.
Make sure you visit the concession stand and support Petersburg Athletics. Please get you something to eat from the concession stand. We got chips.
Thank y'all again for being here.
Sodas, water.
It was another
Also,
fun Saturday game.
Thank you again, Petersburg, for letting us in.
Yep.
Today is the final home game for the Crimson Wave. We want to thank all the fans for supporting all season long. Wasn't that long, but still.
So again, 1st and 10 on the 37. Petersburg with the ball. Ooh, it looks like a little bit of jump on defensive line, but yeah, nobody on the offense moved. Messiah Scott is going to take a big sack all the way back to the 25-yard line.
That was Lee Peterson coming out real hot.
Untouched. Completely untouched. He was able to just walk right back on in there. Messiah Scott just never had any time to figure out where he was going or what he was doing. As soon as he got the ball, he had to try to get away, and he just wasn't able to.
I mean, as fast as he come rolling in there, that boy was on a mission.
Mm-hmm. 2nd and 17. Messiah Scott is going to pass deep into the middle, and it is caught, and he takes it back up to the 44-yard line.
Donnell Batts once again.
Pass is completed, number 2, Donnell Batts. Sizable pickup on that play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's going to be 3rd and 3 on the 44-yard line. They're going to run it up. Looks like they're going to be inches away.
Let's see where they spot it. I think he signaled 4th down. Yep. Wow.
I mean, inches.
Oh, you're going for it.
100%. Why would you not?
Trying to bring up 4 inches.
He got right to the line and was just stopped.
I think he could have picked up another yard or two. Messiah Scott and the running back.
He held on to it a little bit. It looked like he wanted to hold on to it. Looks like he wanted to pull it.
It's one of those times you just got to make a decision. You got to move it to bad snap. Very low.
Messiah Scott and he gets the edge.
And he stays on his feet up to the 37-yard line. What a play.
He got the edge with the sideline there.
It looked like he was going to go down behind the line of scrimmage, and he was able to pick it up. So that's going to bring up a 1st down for Petersburg. It's a 1st and 10 on the 38. 3 minutes and 24 seconds to go of this half. The score
Banks checking out on the Prince George defense.
Messiah Scott steps back for the pass. Passes right in the middle, and he takes a big hit.
That's Zamari White Muhammad who held on to it after that big hit. Fantastic.
That's impressive. There was a flag thrown at that play.
No, that was White Muhammad.
No, number 1.
Yes. Curtis Allen.
Big hit by Curtis Allen. There's a flag. Let's see what that's on.
Hit.
Gotta be on there. Why you turn that way? Gotta be on there.
What a hit. That's what I'm talking about, though. I mean, the referees can't be this.
They're so unorganized.
They're so unorganized. I mean, just come on. You can't.
What? If you were able to throw the play that fast.
He just pointed to his shoulder.
And they wave it off.
They're waving the flag off.
Wow.
I'm telling you, this officiating crew today has been a little bit all over the place.
So Prince George with a big hit. Petersburg with a big play.
I guess they were looking at targeting there for the neck and head area, but I think they said somebody was his shoulder.
That would be on Curtis Allen, and that's the last thing that you would want.
He led with his shoulder.
Wow.
So 1st and 10 on the 25. Messiah Scott's going to keep the ball, runs it up, is only going to gain about 1.
Messiah Scott, the ball carrier.
These are two teams, man, that are here to play each other.
Clock winding down to 2:45 left in the 2nd quarter.
2nd and 9 on the 24. Messiah Scott for the screen.
Ball
pass,
batted down.
Batted down
By Lee Peterson.
Pass is incomplete.
That's we've talked a lot about offenses this game, but defense has shown up too. I mean, defense is making some plays. They've got Prince George's. They've got 2 sacks, a big hit by Allen a minute ago, a couple batted passes.
There's some room to run if you completed that. That's a good play.
It's funny to watch number 4 here down at the bottom left of your screen because he flips sides each play.
Each play.
Zamari White, one play he'll be on the left side, the next play he'll be on the right side.
But he's a great route runner.
Yep. He was the intended target, and he was just overshot by his...
Did you see the subtle move he did at the top of his route?
Beautiful run. Just overthrown a little bit, and the man Curtis Allen following him down the whole way.
A little shoulder hip shimmy, and it was just a little subtle move, and he was wide open, just slightly overthrown.
Yep. Had Messiah Scott thrown it three yards less.
Take a little bit off of that one. That's one he wants back. I can guarantee you that much.
For sure.
He's lining up on the outside now.
Just a tad bit too much on him. It's a good throw. Just take a little bit off.
So it's going to be 4th and 9. They're going to go for it again. Both receivers are going to check in a little bit. It makes you think they're going to throw in the middle. Messiah Scott keeps it, runs. There's a flag.
Whoa.
Running for his life.
He's got Donnell Batts wide open over here.
Wow! What?
He dropped it.
I believe he dropped that ball. There is a penalty marker at the beginning of this play over here on the 25.
That was Javonte Chavis that dropped that one. Donnell Batts wide open in the corner.
I think Scott just ran 50 yards trying to get away from that defender.
That looked like Cam Newton back in his early Panther days.
Yeah. So that is going to be a turnover on downs, giving Prince George the ball. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go of this half. I see Prince George still, although they're having an 8-point lead right now, seeing how strong Petersburg is playing, I see them still being aggressive for these last 2 minutes.
Oh, every bit of it. I think they still have
2 timeouts.
Yep.
They're going to try to move this ball, get another score up just to go into – they get the ball at the beginning of the second half too.
You got to throw the ball, right?
Looks like there's going to be a timeout.
Timeout taken by
Petersburg. I think they just want a second just to slow that momentum down a little bit, and although they're switching sides, Prince George is fired up right now. Their defense just played a great possession. Slow that momentum down.
What a game this first half has been, though.
Man, 28-20. 2 minutes to go of this half. On this beautiful day, you could not ask for a better game.
It is a gorgeous day outside.
Like we were saying, it's one of them things, we were sad that football got moved from the fall and winter to spring, but you don't have days like this in December.
Down to this part of the season, everybody's freezing.
Yep. It's going to be a 1st and 10 on the 24. PG with the ball.
Motion from Jaden Banks.
They're going to give to Davis Lee. He's going to get taken down hard. Looks like he's going to gain about 5 out of it.
Number 13, Davis Lee, the ball carrier. He's tackled by number 8, Julius Turner. Picks up about 4 yards, brings up 2nd and 6.
They're going to say 4. 2nd and 6, a minute and 35, clock still ticking.
No, they got to throw the ball at some point.
They've got Davis Lee in the backfield still.
He's been shut down the past few times. He's been trying to run it too.
Tahir Johnson is going to pass it deep to number 18, and he just overshoots him by a yard.
Just overshot Chandler Nunley.
Man,
wide open.
1 yard shy, and that would have been a possible score there. I mean, he was 5 yards ahead of the closest defensive back. Yeah, man.
These people trying to score. It's only an 8-point lead. Come on, man.
So that's 3rd and 6. What you don't want to do is get to a situation where you're still punting them ball and giving them more time.
I believe they still got Davis Lee. This is going to be him.
And he's going to get taken back again. I think
he's been shut down ever since his big run over here.
That's going to bring up a 4th and 6.
They need to start running to where he's got more room. He's not a Curtis Allen where you can put him with a bunch of people and he can muscle his way through. He's better in one-on-one situations.
That's going to bring up minute and 10 seconds. They're going to be forced to punt the ball, giving Petersburg a little bit of time. That'll be their second timeout that Petersburg is taking. Will give them a minute and 10 and a timeout. And they have shown you that they can move the ball that way because they pass.
Yeah.
Every pass, whether they get it, if they get it, they just put a little hurry up offense, and if they don't, then it stops the clock.
Well, Prince George running it there, making them use that last timeout, that's going to put their offense in a hurry-up situation when they get this ball back. So then it forces you to pass so you can back up a little bit more.
But if I was Prince George here, I would have run it to force them to use both of those timeouts. And then if you choose to pass it, you can, but at least they've got no more timeouts.
But the clock's going to stop when they change hands. So once they don't get the 4th down,
but if you can if you could run it twice, take off as much time as you can, then you could shoot it a couple times if you wanted to, or not. You know, you are up by 8, so the ball kind of is in your hands at that point. But now you're left having to punt, giving them a little bit of time and a timeout. Good punt by Prince George, who's going to take it to about the 37. And he's going to take it to the 41 on the other side. 45-ish, sorry.
Jamari White Muhammad on the punt return.
Great return for Petersburg there. Getting them to go ahead and already start into Prince George territory.
Yeah, 48 seconds with a timeout. A couple of big passes here, and they're there.
They've scored twice in that amount of time. So
right.
Got it on their side of the field.
Mosiah Scott going to stay on his feet for a run to that right side. He is going to go down at like the 36, 37-yard line.
It's going to make it 2nd and short, but
you got to get a little hurry-up offense going on.
40 seconds.
40 seconds to go.
Curtis Allen.
They still have a timeout. You'd have to imagine that they're going to throw it pretty deep here. Mosiah Scott is going to
he thought that in his mind.
Run, and he's going to... Oh, he throws it.
Stops the clock.
Yep.
Stops the clock, and it's 3rd and short.
That is 21 seconds to go.
Intended for number 1, Jamonte Chavis. Brings up 3rd and 2. Gotta catch that big dog. Get him in his chest.
So 3rd and 2nd on the 45.
Because the clock gonna stop after the first down for a couple, right? On the first down, yeah.
What happened there?
So that means the center messed up. Maybe.
So that looks, everybody moved on that offensive side but the center, so that's going to be a false start on Petersburg, backing them up 5.
It's the center's fault because he didn't tell everybody
He didn't tell them what the snap was, what the count. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 7. 19 seconds to go of this half. What a half it's been.
What a half it has been.
The ref was 21 seconds on the clock. Okay.
So they're going to get about 3 seconds added to the clock. So that's going to be 21 seconds to go of this half, still with one timeout. Mosiah Scott's going to pass to the left side. And he stays inbounds, which is going to...
The clock never started.
Pass complete to number 6, Clarence Claiborne.
Why did the clock...
Clock's still going.
First down,
13 seconds.
Clock is running.
Because you got 8.5 minutes on.
The ref wants 17 seconds on the clock.
So that's going to bring 3rd and 7 on the 37. 17 seconds to go on the clock.
What a down marker.
So much confusion in this game.
I want to say 30.
Sloppy official.
What a ball in the down marker.
I mean, they're still over there talking to Prince George's side. Everybody's acting like they're ready to snap, and Whitehat and the coach over there is talking.
Definitely a sloppy officiating game.
You call a timeout, bro.
Mosiah Scott steps back for a big pass, and it is intercepted by Prince George. He's going to run that up. He's still on his feet, getting some good blocks. Stays on his feet all the way up. Man.
By the quarterback.
Scott's pass is intercepted by Jaheim White.
Wow. What a play by the defense. Takes it all the way to the other side. The clock never started, so I'm not sure how much time we have to go.
That's it.
Looks like that is the end of the first half. Wow. What a weird, good game that we have this going so far. That is... Is it the end? There...
That should be the end of the half.
That should be.
Prince George is fighting their case that they should have a little bit of time on the clock. Petersburg is running off like the half is over. I've never seen so much confusion. I've never in my life, as many football games that we have been to, seen this much confusion on the field.
Every penalty is a discussion.
I was on vacation.
As of right now, we've still got Prince George's coach fighting the argument that they should have some time on the clock, and you've got Petersburg all the way down in their end zone getting ready to talk about their halftime speech.
So what is it?
All right, well, we're just going to go ahead and roll to halftime.
So it looks like they've made the decision. It looks like Prince George is starting to move. We're going to take a quick break for halftime. We appreciate you guys being here. Come back for the finish of this exciting game.
All right, thank you guys.
We are back for what should be an exciting second half of this game. We are 28-20. Prince George on top. Prince George will get the ball at the start of the second half. Again, we talked about it a little bit over the break there, but what two good teams. I mean, two teams that are really showing up today, both on offense and defense.
Both of these are really wanting this win bad today. Like we said, for Prince George's playoff hype. And then Petersburg just...
You want to win on your senior night. You know, I think playoff contentions are kind of out of the picture at this point, but you want to build hope for next year. And, you know, again, on your senior night, you want to show these guys that, hey, we can win.
Well, they know that if they win today and they love beating Prince George, they kick them out of their playoff hopes.
Right. So the kick is off. Prince George gets the ball at about the 35, cuts to the right side, takes it up to about the 46-yard line.
That was Brandon Jennings on that reception.
I'm curious on what Prince George does here. They've been primarily running it. On that second possession, they did pass it twice to Stephon Hicks and to William Hidley. Was it Hidley?
I think it was Willie Jennings.
Willie Jennings, you are correct. But I mean, what we've seen in the past couple of games, you know, especially their first 3 games, is that second half they really start getting that passing game going. There's a flag already.
There's a
back
there.
Penalty marker on the play.
6 seconds into the second half, and we got a flag on the field.
There is a flag. It looks like it's going to be on Petersburg. They're going to get 5 yards out of that. They're going to say illegal substitution.
To the Crimson Wave, that is a 5-yard penalty.
So that's going to be a first and 5 on the 50. Curtis Allen. Yep, Curtis Allen's going to take it up to about the line of scrimmage.
Curtis Allen, the ball carrier.
What you were bringing up over the half is a good point. Tahir Johnson has been under center a lot today, more than usual. Normally he's, you know, playing the shotgun formation.
And that usually helps him get a couple more seconds in the pocket. I mean, even though usually he is already running for his life.
Yeah, I mean, that offensive line doesn't hold up as much as I think Tahir Johnson would like them to. So it's interesting that they're playing under center a lot this game. He is going to keep the ball. He's got he's running for his life.
That's Eric Dabney on the pressure.
He lost his shoe. It looks like.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Is that a shoe or is that just a big clump of grass?
I can't tell.
He runs out of bounds at around the 50-yard line.
So I think they're going to give him 1 out of that. Yeah, maybe a couple of inches.
Let's call it 3rd and 5. Correction,
Big third down for Petersburg here. They can make a stop and get the ball back to try to bring this score back.
It's right back to being in a game again.
It's a heck of a stop right now.
Tahir under center again. They are going to give it to Allen, and he is not going to get it.
Nope.
He's going to get taken down after a gain of about 2,
which
is about a gain of 1.
That was Javon Davis-Lee trying to get that first down.
Was that Lee?
It was.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Curtis Allen is checking in now.
What'd I say?
Oh, I don't know.
You said Allen ran it.
I said Allen?
Yeah.
It was Davis-Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the dirt. You can't see his jersey.
See the shoes.
So it's going to bring 4th and 2. They're going for it.
Be disciplined, yo.
A little bit of a hard count from Tahir.
Timeout taken by the Royals.
Timeout by the Royals.
With 10 minutes
We've
and
talked
6
about this
seconds
in the
left in
past.
third quarter.
It almost looked like they were trying to do a hard count to draw them all sides to get a free first down.
Yeah.
Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Petersburg City Public Schools, Fraternal Order of Eagles.
They're just talking though. I mean, it doesn't necessarily look like they're bringing out the punt team.
Yeah, I don't see Santiago jogging onto the field.
I think it was just miscommunication. I think a few people didn't know that. We questioned the timeouts early a lot against that Matoaka game, and we found out later that it was just miscommunication between the quarterback and the receivers. I'm wondering if that was what the case is here again, because I mean, it looks like that they're going for it.
At Petersburg High School. Again, today's game is being streamed live on Petersburg Athletics YouTube station.
Coming back out in a pretty same formation.
Oh shoot, they're gonna go for it.
They're going for a 4th and 2 on the 48. There's flags all over.
It's going to be a jump for Prince George.
Wow.
Everybody but the backfield.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 7, which is going to bring out the punt team here. I mean, I couldn't imagine them going for a 4th and 7.
The left side of the Prince George line looked like they jumped.
I was looking at the defense back here. I didn't even see the line there.
The entire left side jumped.
Wow. That's when you need good discipline. You know?
Tahir was not happy about it either. You
No.
could see his frustration clearly. He wanted that first down.
Because again, you don't want to give Petersburg the ball. I mean, they've shown you that they are able to move it. Good kick by Prince George.
Immediately
wow. He's going to be met right there at about the 19
met
to
by
20.
Chandler Nunley.
On the return, number 18, Nunley makes the tackle.
So that's going to bring up Petersburg's first offensive possession of this half.
From the 20-yard line.
That's what you want if you're Petersburg. You wanted to make that stop early, you know, because with them getting the ball first at the half, already being up by 8, that's what you needed if you're
That was
Petersburg.
a huge stand for Petersburg's defense.
Yeah, that's their opening possession, and they stop it. That might be the first time all game they stopped him, right?
They're going to do a screen pass to that left side, and he takes it up just short of a first down. It looks like he's going to get about 5 out of it.
Picks up 5 yards and brings up 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line.
So 2nd and 5 on the 25. Petersburg with the ball. He's going to do a fake, but he's going to run it up the middle.
He's just shy of the first down marker by a yard there.
Jonathan Bolton.
Yep, going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
He picks up 4. Brings up 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line.
They had that screen pass, but I was anticipating a pass in the middle there. Scott is going to keep it and runs it up, gets a first down, stays on his feet past the 50 to about the 46. Or sorry, not past the 50. I'm all over the place. He gets the first down.
44 yard.
He takes it to the 44. My brain was telling me that 40 right there was the 50.
Your brain lied to you.
It was. It did.
1st and 10 from the 43-yard line.
That's backwards. There is a flag, and he's on his feet. Gets taken back behind the line of scrimmage. A ways.
Jalen Jackson on the reception. Penalty marker on the play.
As of right now, they're about 7 yards back. But let's see what this penalty is. I mean, every play, every penalty, I mean, it's like they've got to get together and all discuss it. Like, do we all agree?
Are you sure? Do you remember why you threw the flag?
Prince George is backed up, so they believe that it's on them. I believe that's going to be roughing the passer. There we go. All right. Thank you, White Hat. The flag is still back here on the 34-yard line. Look,
No man left behind.
look,
sir.
the player,
No
that
man.
receiver was like, "Hey, ref, you forgot something back there, buddy."
Good hustle by the
Wow,
referee.
this is incredible. This is incredible.
That penalty brings the Crimson Wave on.
Just when you thought, like, you were hoping, we talked about it a little bit at the half, that we were hoping that the weirdness was behind us, and it's not.
It's
we're
not.
We're right here again.
But you talking to the coach, right? Every penalty.
You got a ref over there, man.
Every penalty.
You can't keep doing that.
You can't talk every penalty. God, dog.
So that's going to be a 1st and 10 on the 42.
Yeah, he on that every penalty.
8 minutes and 32 seconds.
I mean, is your team that good when they don't commit any turnover? I mean, any penalty?
So
I want to understand what happened.
He called it. Oh, yeah.
Scott with the handoff up the middle, going to take it to the 32.
Raheem Lewis.
That is a first down
On the
for the
carry.
Crimson Wave.
He picks up a first down for the Crimson Wave. I'm going to tell you what.
So 1st and 10 on the 31.
If Petersburg is going to come to play. And now that's why he upset. Every penalty. You think they
Little
supposed to
bad
dominate.
snap, but he was able to get it, and he's going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. He looks like he's going to lose probably 6 out of that.
That was a combo between Lee Peterson getting finished off by Brody early.
Loses a few yards, going to bring up 2nd and long.
Clock going down to 7.5 minutes in this third quarter.
Can't take them negative plays.
So 2nd and 15 on the 36. Petersburg still with the ball. Another low snap, but he's able to get it. Passes to that left side, and he's going to get back to where he started.
Pass complete to number 6.
Pass to Claiborne. That was a little late. If he would have got that there a couple seconds earlier, he had a little bit more room.
Yes.
He got hit as
Picks up
soon
about
as he
5,
caught that
brings
ball
up 3rd and 10
by
from
Brandon
the
Jennings.
31-yard line.
I don't know if you're seeing these snaps. They're snapping him like right at his knees. So 3rd and 10.
Yep.
Mosiah Scott throws it again deep, just overshoots him. It's going to bring up
Pass
4th
intended
down.
For White Muhammad is incomplete. Brings up 4th and 10.
They definitely like to go for it, you know, go for the score. It's going to be 4th and 10 on the 31. Again, like we were talking earlier, you're at that spot where you just go for it.
Petersburg's not going to kick the field goal.
Those 2 words aren't in the vernacular.
Mosiah Scott throws it in the middle, and it's intercepted by Curtis Allen, and he stays on his feet. There's a big hit.
That's going to be a block in the back by Wesley Bostic.
Wow.
Intercepted by number 1.
Curtis Allen is upset over here because he knew he just had a big play that's going to get taken away from him.
Wesley Bostic trying to argue his case, but that was pretty clear block in the back.
Again, back to discipline. Look, now an unsportsmanlike. Oh my goodness, Prince George.
They watch too much TV, man. They think everything is.
Surprising out of Bostic too. I mean, that's a kid who's got, I think, 2 college offers right now.
To the Royals.
You wish you see a little more discipline.
Just trying to back them way up.
They don't have one uniform flag. Why one dirty yellow and one?
One clean yellow. He didn't think he had to throw that back up.
Again, they're just discussing what should happen here. Again, every play, it's like they're just trying to figure out what we're doing. That's going to take them up to the 10-yard line. Wow. 1st and 10, which is 1st and goal.
Third
The
quarter.
10.
Third quarter on all right, I got you.
This is incredible.
The officials are over there talking to Prince George
Once
coach
again.
again.
No explanation needed. The player said something to the ref. The first and
Yeah,
10.
I don't know if you saw,
At the 10,
75 was having a
forward.
little bit of discussion with the ref, and I don't
know if it
believe
was
that he
him
liked.
or Decay Ellis, because he was walking behind Whitehead right as he threw that flag.
Okay, I just saw Bostic over here, you know.
Yeah, but as he
pleading
was
his
doing
case.
that,
Okay.
56 was walking right behind him, and that's when it flew right
Not
again.
like a black on the back and you on offense.
Got his second flag.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 10, 6 minutes and 22 seconds of this third quarter. Petersburg with the ball still. Should have been a turnover on downs. Should have been an interception.
It was.
Yeah.
What?
13 on the carry, 23 on the sack.
I don't know.
Davis.
The interception still counted. All that still counted.
Okay, so it just backed them up way
Yeah.
far. Okay, all right.
Lewis.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the ref isn't explaining. You know, they're throwing these flags and they're going over there and talking to Prince George, but they're not They're not showing us what they're doing here.
Injury
Got a
on
down
field.
Crimson
So-
Wave player, Marquise Woods.
Looks like there is a down player. Take this time to thank y'all again for being here with us. Thank Prince George or for Petersburg for allowing us to be here.
Another man out there. Figure somebody else be helping them off too.
Not what you want to hear, and not what you want to see, especially in a tight game like this, 28-20.
Got a little bit of an overcast now. Took the sun away. Somebody,
13,
Davis Lee up the middle.
18. Davis Lee, the ball carrier. Tackle by number 18, Ray Wine Trainer. He's making some tackles, man.
He's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Looks like he's on the 23, 2nd and 8, excuse me. So here is going to give to Davis Lee, and he's going to run right into a defender. I think he's going to gain about 1.
Davis Lee, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 23, Raheem Lewis.
Clock still ticking, 5 minutes and 7 seconds of this third quarter.
Going to bring up third and about 6.
It's interesting because first half, I mean, both offenses were very explosive. And this second half, it's like defense is the ones that are showing up.
been a weird beginning to a third quarter.
For sure. Been a weird game. Tahir is going to keep the ball, run to that right side, passes it, and his receiver just slips.
Straight behind Jaden Banks.
For number 2, Jaden Banks, incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
It's going to bring up 4th and 6 on the 25.
Oh, yeah, that's 2 stops in a row.
So likely punt scenario again. Yeah, that overcast is bringing in the wind.
Set the punt. White Muhammad back deep for the Crimson Wave.
That wind is picking up good. So 4th and 6.
Perfect win for a bad kick for Prince George.
Wow, straight up.
It's coming straight down. They got a little bounce.
Little bit of a favorable bounce, but only takes it to about the 47.
Starting off in Prince George territory already for the Crimson Wave.
That's what you want if you're Prince George. You shake off that interception, you come back out, say, hey, look.
Well, they've gotten 2 defensive stops back-to-back also.
Yeah.
Looks like they started figuring out a way to slow down that run game at Prince George.
Crimson Wave going to take over 1st and 10 from the 47
4 minutes and
line
19 seconds left in this third quarter.
We're in plus territory. Let's go. Oh, not a timeout. Timeout taken.
Timeout,
by
Petersburg.
Crimson Wave. Coach Scott got his surgical gloves on.
I hate seeing this timeout so early, you know?
That's the first one in the second half, right?
It just, there's, in a tight game like this, when it comes down to that 4th quarter, you don't know where you're going to be at that situation, you know, and you're likely going to need them at that point. And for both teams to have burned one up already, it's an interesting call. What needed to be discussed that bad? There's going to be a 1st and 10 on the 47.
This is a big possession. Yeah, you might need a good timeout. You got plus territory. Yeah, you don't want to find. You don't want to be behind the chains.
Isaiah Scott hands off, and he's going to get taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to lose about 1.
He's going to lose a few more than that. I think he's going to lose about 3 to bring up 2nd and about 13. It's
tackle made by number 68, Aaron.
When your defense has gotten you the ball back twice, you don't want to keep doing this.
A loss of about 3
Yep,
brings up
it is 3. 2nd and 13 on the 50.
Now, if you picked up some at the timeout, meant something. Now you lost 3 yards with the timeout.
We're going to hand off to that left side.
Jet
Taken
sweep.
down behind the line of scrimmage again.
That's Curtis Allen with the stop behind the line.
Tackle by number 1, Curtis Allen.
What looked like great field position has just gone backwards back to back. It's going to bring up 3rd and 16. It's like Petersburg is going away from what worked in that first half.
Likely pass situation.
It looks like that defense knows it too. I mean, they've got, what, 6 guys that are hanging back.
Only rushing 4.
Number 10 is signaling that he's open, and he's going to try to run it up and gets taken down.
Got the ball carrier.
It's going to bring...
Picks up about 3 yards.
Got Chris Allen. And Keandre Ruffin there.
Correction picks up 1 yard. It's going to bring up 4th and long for the Crimson Wave. Did you pick up 3?
Yeah, that's going to be a 4th and 13 on the 49-yard line. Here's a pickup of about 3.
Oh, well, my bad.
He got some yards.
They're going for it. Nope. The punt, and they go straight up.
They ain't get a bounce. Scott's punt.
So that takes it to Prince George's ball on the 45.
From their own 45-yard line.
Starting out with great field position for this.
So did Petersburg last time, though.
Yeah.
You know, so defenses are showing up right now. Neither offense seems like they can get anything going.
They need another stop right here, that's for sure.
We've got Curtis Allen in the backfield. Tahir still under center. Tahir's going to keep scrambling, running for his life. He's running to that left side, up the middle,
Makes a
all the
move.
way back to the
Makes
right
another one.
side. Stiff arm stays on his feet. Oh, my goodness, to the 20-yard line.
What a run by Tahir Whitehead.
I don't know that was an intended QB keep.
Number 21, Jalen Jackson.
Tahir Whitehead.
Play
That
results
was a
in the first
linebacker
down.
for the Panthers. I was my bad. Tahir Johnson.
Wow. We all make mistakes, Jesse. I don't know that was intended keep for Tahir Johnson. I think he just kind of made it work.
Well, you had, Willie Jennings waving wide open on that left side. He was down there about a 15-yard line.
He just had so much pressure that he had no time to plant his feet to pass.
He was so far downfield he wouldn't have been able to.
Oh, my God.
So a give to Curtis Allen on that right side. He's going to get about 5 out of it.
Allen's the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 54, Eric Dabney. Picks up about 5 yards.
Just when we were saying that their offense didn't have anything in them, they started making a couple of plays, moving the ball.
Tahir's been doing that all season. He's been turning nothing into something all season.
Yeah.
2 for 5. All right.
So 2nd and 5, 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. Clock still ticking of this third quarter.
Down under a minute. Davis leaving the backfield.
Davis Lee takes it
Or is
up.
that Curtis? It's Curtis.
Is it Curtis?
Number 1, Curtis Allen, the ball carrier.
Gets the first down. Move the chains again.
Picks up enough.
That's going to be a
for
first.
down. Ball is inside.
Where are we at? 1st and 7?
It'll be 1st and goal.
Eric Dabney checks out after just making that tackle.
Let's call it the 8-yard line.
Allen run up the middle.
Allen's
gonna
ball
get,
carrier,
looks
tackled
about
by number
3.
14, Zion Brown.
It's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Picks up a couple.
Should be 3rd.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Yep, 2nd and goal.
And
That is
that
going to be the
play
end of the third quarter.
Concludes the
Prince
third
George
quarter.
still on top. 28-20 here in Petersburg today.
Moved all the way down. Started on what, the 45, taking it up to the 3. They're moving it. They're trying to catch the ball. They're trying to make a score, put this one away. Petersburg's offense isn't able to get anything moving so far.
In the second half.
Yeah.
We're going to flip the field.
What did I say, 4:15 or 5:15? I said 5:15 we should be done? Yeah. You gonna be like, I hope this don't take no hour and 10 minutes.
All the time up there,
Everything gonna be passable. Everything gonna be passable. I hope I be saying it don't happen.
I hope so too.
So the start of the fourth quarter, 2nd and 3. Prince George with the ball, still up by 8. I think you know the game plan here, right? 3 yards to go.
Punt it?
Likely. Got Allen in the backfield. Probably going to be an Allen give. It is starting to rain here in Petersburg.
Good for my garden.
Picking up hard, too.
It did just kind of show
Came
up
out of nowhere. Tahir Johnson is going to keep, and he's going to run it.
And
plows right in.
Did he
That
got
is a
there.
score.
Touchdown, Prince George. That's going to make this 34-20.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Where did this rain come from?
Play results in a touchdown for the Royals.
So 34-20 is the score right now.
I hope it's raining in Richmond. I need that rain for the garden.
Prince George going to try to make it a 35-20 game. Santiano Freeman with the kick. It's up. And it is good. 35-20. Prince George on top.
Freeman's extra point is good.
Of the maybe 100 people they've had in the stands, I think about half of them just left.
51 seconds
The
remaining.
rain looks like it's already slowing down. It just kind of blew in.
Yeah, it
And
looks like a little flash storm.
All right.
this is why we're here. Of these half of the people that just left, I mean, we're here. Formation Sports. Give us a like, a follow. We'll be here next week against Meadowbrook.
We'll be in Prince George next week.
We'll be in Prince George. You are correct. But we'll be here on your phone, on your YouTube, wherever you're watching us.
Here.
So 35-20, 11 minutes and 51 seconds of this ball
Take a
game.
little bit of energy out of me for Saturday, man. Saturday, I don't want to work. Santino set to kick off.
Oh,
Touched
good.
it, get there.
Brings up to about the
Avon
46.
Green on the return.
Another great field position start for Petersburg.
Crimson Wave going to take over 1st and 10. From the 40?
45 or 46 yard line.
Where you at?
Wow. They had it on like the 46. Now he's holding the ball at the 41.
What?
Backing him up even further. So he started on the 40.
Illegal block.
An illegal block's going to take him all the way to the 25.
That will be assessed to the Crimson Wave. Is that 15 or 10?
15-yard penalty.
Crazy. I thought he made it all the way up to the 45.
Me too. Low snap again. Scott passes that right side, and he is met fast by Prince George.
Jamonte Chavis on the reception. He's tackled by number 22, Brandon Jennings.
Prince George is feeling good right now. I mean, you see him kind of doing little chest bumps in the backfield. They're finally getting something going
Brings
here.
up 2nd and 8.
Still a lot of time left with 11 minutes and 18 seconds. Still rolling. Clock still rolling.
Especially Petersburg has shown you that they can move the ball fast.
Pre-snap penalty.
They did it in 3 plays on the first drive.
Right.
So
Preliminary Looks like it might be encroachment on.
Wow.
Royals.
So the
That's a 5-yard
jump
penalty.
on PG is going to give them 5. That's going to bring up a second and 3 on the 27. Or sorry, 30. Where are we? 32?
Yeah. Looks like the rain's already moved back out of here.
Scott does a screen pass. Looks like he's going to get it back to about the line of scrimmage.
Pass complete to number 1, Javante Chavis. Tackle made by number 19, Willie Headley. Looks like no gain on the play. Matter of fact, it might be a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and about 4 yards.
3rd and 4 on the 30. Another low snap, and he keeps right up the middle, and he's going to get it up to the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you, Curtis Allen is throwing the shoulder pad today. And he is hype every time he does it, too.
For sure. I mean, what a good play by Scott, though. I mean, to use his blockers and kind of move around them to get a first down. That's going to be a 1st and 10 on the 37. Just under 10 minutes to go this game.
Snap up.
Scott nearly misses that sack, and he's able to take it up.
He's
probably
been on point
5.
as a passer, and he's been on point as a runner today.
Yeah.
Picks up about 3.
Well, that's what you need in a quarterback. You know, him and Sahir both are good at, you know, if there's nothing going on, they're going to make it. They're going to make something happen. He's going to run to that left side and get taken back behind the line of scrimmage.
Jaden Bonner.
Looks like he's going to back to about a 3rd and 10 again.
The Royal Tacklers loses a couple yards on the play, brings up 3rd and 10.
Got Aaron Graham checking out. And Chalmers Burgess checking in.
Full blitz from Prince George. Scott stays open, gets a first down.
Pass is complete to number 4, White Muhammad. Picks up, looks like 9 yards.
There's going to be a holding on Petersburg. Again, as soon as you start to get something going, you get it taken from you again.
You're just taking more and more time off the clock as you do it, too. I mean, 8:15 left in this 4th quarter, down 15.
Yeah, down 2 scores.
People were ready. They had to.
3rd and 25 on the, looks like, 21-yard line. 7 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Scott scrambling again. Just don't think he had anything open. He tried to stay on his feet. Was able to pick it up. Maybe 7
yards.
That's going to make it 4th and extremely long.
Be 4th and long for the Crimson Wave.
Fourth and 17. Clock still moving. 7:20 to go of this game. Down 2 possessions, and again, I think Prince George is just really good at putting pressure on Scott right now, because at the beginning of the game they were giving him a little bit of space and he was making big plays, and he's just not able to get planted enough to make anything happen.
They're sending more. They were playing coverage at first. Now they sending them.
Another low snap.
Wow, low snap, and he's going to get taken down.
Space man.
Wow, around the 12-yard line. They're going to say...
Jalen Jackson is tackled.
Where are we
For a
at?
loss. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on the downs on about 15.
No face man.
If you're Prince George, this is everything you're asking for right here. This is what you call...
He's going to hand it a golden nugget.
Yeah.
Oh.
Could be a put-away drive because, I mean, they score here, go up 3 scores with... Take a little time off the clock, under 6 minutes,
yeah.
You know? Petersburg just won't have the time. They're going to give...
Quick hit on Davis Lee.
Yep. He's going to get 2 out of it. It's going to bring about 2nd and 8 on the 12.
Willie Headley checking out.
Picks up about 3 yards.
You're going to say the 13.
Second and 7. Wait.
Johnson's going to step back. Pass it to that right side, but it's going to be incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Broken
up by number 44, Jamal Hodges. Brings up 3rd.
If you're Prince George, you need to calm down right here.
Calm down and do what you've done. You know, give it to Allen, give it to Davis Lee. Take some time off this clock. You know, get a couple of yards. You know they're good for it.
Just under 6 minutes left at 5:57. It's going to be given to Chris Allen.
80, tackle about 52.
Wow. You don't see Chris Allen run it too much.
No.
Chris Allen, the ball carrier.
So that's going to bring up 4th and inches. Clock still moving.
Anthony Jefferson.
Heck, give it to Chris Allen again. Why not?
Dude, I'm saying you just pick up these couple of yards. Try to get an inch, you know. Get this first down.
And less than 1 for the Royals. Number 5, not 5-10.
So 5 minutes and 10 seconds. The clock still ticking. 4th and 1 on the 5.
You get a first down.
Tahir is going to keep running up.
With Chris Allen pushing you, I think
Yeah.
you're going to get the inches.
Tahir Johnson, the ball
He's going to
carrier.
get a first down. That's going to bring up a 1st and goal on the
first down for the Royals.
2-yard line.
It's going to be 1st and goal.
3-yard line. You're going to say 1st and 3. Clock still moving. 4 minutes and 34 seconds. So here's going to give to Curtis Allen, and he's going to go backwards about a yard.
Curtis Allen, the ball carrier. Tackle made.
He had Jaden Banks 101 on the right side.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To me, again, I like the strategy at this point, being up 2 scores. I'm just running the ball.
Clock's down to 4 minutes
Right.
left.
You either get it and you put it away or you don't, and you just take too much time off. They're going to give it to Davis Lee, and he is going to get hit hard going behind.
Fast.
All right, actually, I think he's going to get about a yard out of that.
He got hit quick by Raheem Lewis.
That's a hold by number 23, Raheem Lewis. Brings up 3rd and goal. For sure. 23 make a lot of tackles, man. Can he play at the next level?
Oh, he is big, right?
How big is he?
Ooh, that's
3rd and 3 on the 3.
Chris Allen.
And he is in for the score.
Chris Allen, the ball carrier, picks up a touchdown.
Wow.
For the Royals.
That's going to make it 41-20.
You threw a monkey wrench in.
Bef-
He was a little smaller.
Again, that to me felt like a put away. After that, there's just not enough time. Something crazy would have to happen.
3 minutes to go. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to
Right.
go.
Did you say that was Chris Allen?
It was Chris Allen.
Wow, is that the first one of the year?
I think so. I think they've tried to cap a couple drives off of him so far. The kick is good. Santino's doing great today.
Santino's extra point is good.
So 42-20. That is a
22
22-point game right now.
I'm done with calling the score. We're not winning, so. And it's not really close. I'm gonna say it's good.
Yes, great sportsmanship.
He is. To see how well Petersburg came out in that first half, and to see them just kind of trip over themselves of the second half.
That first quarter was a little bit of a teaser, wasn't
Wow.
2 for $5.
It definitely was.
Get one before you go home and help support Petersburg athletics.
So Prince George is going to kick off to Petersburg again. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go of this game, down by 22.
Santino set to kick off. Back deep.
They will need
Prince
more
of
than a
Wales,
miracle
number 1, Jamonte
to win
Shavers.
this one.
Low bouncing kick. Field by number 1.
Stays on his feet up to about the 46.
Good return on a
Tackle by number 12.
hard to field kick by
Dustin
Jamonta Chavez.
Westing. Crimson Wave going to take over 1st and 10.
Just
from their
under
own
3 minutes.
45-yard line.
To go in this game.
All on the 45. Petersburg so far has been shut out this second half.
Yeah, I mean this looks like what Prince George has done in their past games. They look all right in the first half, and they really pick it up in the second half.
Getting chased.
Nice catch on the sideline.
Complete to number 1, Jamonte Shavers. That is enough for a Crimson Wave first down. It's a hell of a play, though. It's a hell of a play.
Clock still moving at 2:45.
Get out of trouble. And hit him in his chest.
Good play by Chavis. Get open and make the play.
Fantastic effort by Scott, though.
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
He's the best player on the field. Easy.
Scott gonna take a big sack.
On a combo sack between Chalmers Burgess and Brody Early. Once again, Brody Early flying to that backfield this game.
Yeah, that's gonna take him to the 44.
can't outrun 3 people. Good ball. What's 3 people? As soon as he said hut.
So that's going to bring 2nd and 25. Under 2 minutes to go. Clock still going. I mean, we still have 2 timeouts. I mean, at this point, I think they're just kind of letting the clock ride.
Good Lord.
You don't want to put the ball back in Prince George's hand. You want to end this game with at least the ball in your hands.
Yeah. Maybe a little momentum going into Colonial Heights. And I mean, bad snap. Big pass, nearly intercepted.
Ooh. Pass intended for number 1, Jamonte Chavis, is incomplete. Brings up 3rd and long for the
Telling you, his misses today has not been his fault.
No. He's been overthrown.
Minute 28 on the clock. 3rd and real long. Wide open.
Got him. In the
Clarence
backfield. Yep. Takes it up to
number 6, Clarence Claiborne.
Taken down by Jacoby Lee.
That play.
I think that's going to take him to the 6.
Wave, first down.
Now, see, this is what you saw in the first quarter.
Yeah. Deep pass. And then, like I said, it's just that 3rd quarter and the start of the 4th quarter, they veered away from it.
There's George stacking that line. Sent the house, too.
Gonna
Got away
nearly
from him.
get sacked again. Ooh. Very close to being intercepted. In and out of the hands of a Prince George
That looked like it was going to be Curtis Allen's 2nd one of the day.
Wow. You know he wanted that one.
Brings up 2nd.
It's funny. It's like Curtis Allen wanted to be like, hey, bro, I can play defense. And Chris
Correction.
Allen, it was
it's
like.
not him.
Okay.
It's Dwayne Simpkins. I wanted to make sure.
But even still, normally Curtis Allen plays. I mean, he's the guy on offense. And then this time you've got Chris Allen scoring a touchdown.
Right.
You've got Curtis Allen getting an intercepted. It's like, hey, we can play each other's roles if we wanted to.
Chris Allen's a little harder to take down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
In and out of the hands of a Prince George defender again.
Lee.
Pass intended for number 6, Clarence Claiborne, incomplete.
Jacoby Lee almost coming up with the interception himself. 56 seconds left.
3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and goal. Nice if you get one good snap. Mosiah Scott.
That is Mosiah Scott in for the
touchdown.
Petersburg touchdown. That's going to make it 26 to 42.
Run with 49.1 seconds remaining in the game.
Let's see if they can cap it off with a 2-point conversion. 49.1 seconds left in this ball game.
Half the snaps like what he's supposed to do.
Another low snap. He's gonna run
take
it
the
in.
corner, and he's got it.
Mosiah Scott calls his own number.
28 to
2-point conversion
42 now.
With 49.1 seconds remaining in today's contest.
Oh, it's mine. You ain't Paul up there, dude. That's what it sounded like.
They look good that drive. I mean, I think Scott could be a lot better if the center was getting him the ball.
Hey, he's been catching the ball at his ankles.
Yeah, I mean, getting the ball at your ankles every snap, it's hard to do something with that. By the time you're looking up, you've got defenders in your face. So it's 42 to 28, 49 seconds to go of this ball game.
Imagine they're gonna
Probably
Personal foul.
run it twice, take a knee.
Dead
They'll do their
ball.
best to get a first down and try
Yeah.
to take a knee.
That's going to be assessed to both.
I mean,
so that's all
Petersburg's
seven
got
penalties.
2 timeouts left.
So this was just 2 kneel downs and that's it. Yeah, you're right. You're right, onside. But it's still after that it'll be 2 if they 2 kneel down. Run one play. Yeah. It's a 40-second clock. Yeah, it might take 2 plays. I don't even think about it onside. This might be an advantage on onside. He's not that great of a kicker, so he might be right up his line.
Think they go for one side here,
You almost have to.
just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Hey, do you need me to get it? Nope. Make sure I don't
Nothing else. It's good practice if you need it later, you know.
I think they call them both of them. They call them both, right?
So 49 seconds to go.
Officials having another meeting with Prince George head coach.
Man. What is there to talk about at this point?
I mean, get his number at this point.
I don't understand.
Well, at this point, it's unsportsmanlike penalty, so they have to get, coach got to get in that name of the player.
Oh, you got to get their actual name.
Get the actual name and then. That's the one thing report that we send to Charlotte.
Again, we appreciate y'all being here with us today. Appreciate Petersburg for letting us be here. We will be back next week against Meadowbrook for the regular season finale. It stinks that, you know, we're looked forward to this season so much, and here we are 5 weeks in with 1 week to go. We've got playoffs after that. You just don't know where it lies. Prince George needed this win to stay in the talks. You've got Meadowbrook next week. If they can come away with that one, they could get that fourth
They can
seed.
go ahead and get that nod in.
Yeah. Onside kick. Prince George is
Willie Jennings falls right on it.
Yep. 49, 48 yard line.
Willie Jennings.
It's going to be
Likely-
47 seconds left.
Yeah, likely 2 runs and maybe a knee.
The Royals are going to take
Depends
over
on how
first and
Petersburg's
Peters-
got both their
with
timeouts.
47.6
Do you-
seconds left.
You do.
You use them, you
You
know,
do.
just for the sake, but like I said, likely 2 runs and a knee.
All you got to do is shave 7 seconds off the clock.
Yeah.
And after that, you burn through the timeouts. So that's probably what they're over there discussing, even if, like, I mean, just take the snap and run around for 7 seconds almost.
There's a lot of discussion for not that many avenues for this game to go, you know? But that's been the game. They've talked about everything, so why not now, you know? Let's drag this last 45 seconds out a few more minutes, you know?
Well, we got to make it a 5:15.
Yeah.
any of that.
No, it looks like they're just going to take
Victory
knees.
formation for the Royals.
So here Johnson takes the knee. They're going to keep that clock going.
Here, Johnson.
Petersburg doesn't even
Field
bother
goal.
with the timeouts. Just take the win, or take the loss, I guess, for Petersburg. Prince George will take the win. Moving on to Meadowbrook next week, who is winless at this time. Petersburg did just come off of their win against them last week.
Chili is looking at it again.
Again, I would have thought that this game wouldn't have been. Again, the score makes it look a lot less close than it was.
Yeah.
The game has been close all the way up here until the end.
Yeah, and that's going to do it. That is the end of the ball game. Score 42, Prince George, 28, Petersburg.
And that brings today's
So
game
Prince
to a
George is
conclusion.
the winners. Good job to
We
them.
wanna
Good
thank
job
all
to
our
Petersburg.
senior
Again, I don't
cheerleaders
think
and
anybody
senior football
anticipated
players
them
for
coming
all
out
of their
as
efforts
being
and
as
hard work.
hot as they were.
Yep.
Thank you
Again,
for
we'll be
coming
here
out and
next
supporting
week. We'll be in
Petersburg
Prince
Athletics.
George next week. It should be a Friday night game at 7 p.m.
I want to extremely thank everybody for tuning in today.
Please drive
Yep.
home safely
Please
and
tune
have
in
a
to us
great
next week for
rest of
Prince
your
George
week.
versus Meadowbrook. We thank all of you for being. We thank Petersburg for allowing us to
Petersburg will
come.
be in action
And we
next
will see you
week
next week.
See y'all.
against the Colonials.